welcome back. I'm Tina.
And I'm Kelly.
And today we're going to talk about how we keep our children focused while homeschooling. Yeah, a bit
Hope you have some
good tips
ideas
on this one. So actually I want to start with, I know that some of you may have a similar experience, but my one son can be pretty hyperactive just all the time. So it can be a bit of a stretch to get him to sit down for a length of time to focus on schoolwork. And one of the things that I found is any time that he actually eats gluten or sugar, it really makes him kind of go off the edge. My other kids aren't like that, but for some reason I found with this particular one, it just sends him over the top. So I have to be really careful with that and try to watch his diet, especially during the times when it's going to be a school day the next day. I would say that another good tip that we do is to really give the child my full attention. So it is so easy. I found that when you have multiple children homeschooling, it's really easy to be distracted, to go to one student or the next, or the phone or the kitchen or whatever is happening. We all know that happens. But if I schedule and I discipline myself to be very consistent, to give that child that half an hour or that 45 minutes, and I'm right next to them, I find that there isn't any issue with attention. I don't know, have you had anything like that?
Oh, but it's so hard to.
I know.
It's so hard. But I do find if I can stay consistent with that, if I say, okay, this is my time with Jaden, or this is my time with Gabe, and I'm consistent with not letting interruptions, and that includes my phone. It's so hard to put that phone away and say, but if I'm consistent with that, they'll stay with me. Yeah. And it's more keeping mom I'm not distracted.
I know.
And
I agree with you.
It really is. It's more of a mom issue than it is a child issue, because the second I'm distracted, they're distracted. Especially in that younger ages. I mean, up until they hit middle school and they can start being a little more disciplined and a little more self-motivated. Right. But when they're in that younger age, they really need you to be less distracted. Yeah. And then I find with my younger kids, and this isn't with all my kids, with some of them, they needed a consistent place to work. But I'm finding with my younger guy, the more that I can change his location. Really? I do. I don't know what it is, but like Friday, I was like, all right, let's go do school up in my bedroom. And we got through school in an hour. Wow. Because just by changing the location, he was, and I set him a timer. And we play Beat the Clock. That's what we call it. It's called Beat the Clock. And I set a timer and I say, okay, and I put it in his ballpark. And I say, okay, how long do you think it's going to take you to do this paragraph? Right. And he gives me a time. And 90% of the time he beats the clock. Oh, that's fun. So I was going to say that another tip would be to reduce distractions. So we have a little homeschool room at the far end of our house, where at the other end would be where their friends, our neighbors, their close friends, and they play all the time. And so even if they just see their house, or they see their dog outside, or they see somebody walking outside. What are they doing? Right, they want to go play, and then their mind goes elsewhere. But you're actually saying switch around the room, so that's interesting. I hadn't thought of that one. The other thing, and I'd say that it doesn't work for all my kids. Right. I mean, like Gabriel he's got his one place, and he goes to that one place every day, and that's where he stays focused. Yeah. But for him, we go all over the house. That's funny. If we sit in one place for too long, he just tends to drift. But he's my drifter. That's funny. Did you ever hear of using classical music to help focus your attention? I've heard that, but I've never done it. Have you done it? I have tried, not so much in homeschooling. I really should try, but I've tried in other areas. So I got this download of music that's supposed to be
classical music for different purposes, right? So some is music for motivation, or music for relaxation, or music for concentration. But I'm telling you, the music for motivation, if you have to clean anything in your house, you stick this on and it just peps you up. There's no words, so it's not, it gives you that little oomph. And so, but the music for concentration I've used for me, but I thought I'm going to start trying it with the kiddos.
It's worth a try.
Yeah. Get them to focus. I never thought of music like that, but I'm sure musicians would tell you, of course.
Right?
This has been around for ages. It's nothing new.
Right.
So, anyway.
It's classical.
Yeah. Okay. So that's our little tidbit for today. So hopefully those tips will help you keep your children's focus for longer. We'll see you next time.
Have a great day and God bless.